Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Yeah, I can't tell, again, it seems like the face cam is much closer than it used to be, but you can see I'm back on StreamYard, and we're giving this one another go. So here we go. And yeah, a lot of people didn't see the test from yesterday, so I guess it's the second one, but honestly, considering what happened yesterday, I'm really considering moving over. There's very few things I need to test about this, and yeah, there was there was some discourse about like what this means. The pre-stream premium went out. Well, it was supposed to renew automatically, but I actually cancelled it yesterday, which was the day before it was supposed to renew again, because yeah, it was giving me a lot of problems. They had removed a lot of the stuff that I actually signed up for to get the premiere version in the first place, and quite frankly, the stream from yesterday, which again is using the free plan of StreamYard, seemed to go much better than before, apart from presumably my camera quality is a bit worse because I should be in 720p right now. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty facecam being custom makes things way more personal. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I didn't like my webcam is the same, so I don't know, unless I've somehow managed to, I don't know what I did, but if it works, then then it works. Yeah. So as far as the stuff goes, the only thing I have to test is adding guests, because that's the last thing that didn't happen yesterday. And other than that, I think most of the stuff that I considered, yeah, most of the other stuff I'd have to like upgrade for in order to get. But again, there's not really so much. So anyway, the themes and starting music and the theme are playing over each other. Yeah, I did notice that. So I was like, oh wait a minute, I need to turn that down. So for the Gacha view thing, that's good to know, because on Restream it seems to. Oh wait, no, I tend to cancel that beforehand. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Let's see. What have I? Yes, present. Just got to get used to the different phrasing of these things. Yep. There's the volume from before. Okay, here we go. All right, so My Zombie Girlfriend by Jules08, or as the channel is now called, Jules, just plain old Jules, which I personally think is a way better name. But yeah, it means that a channel that within the span of 8 months that I haven't checked this channel, it's received an update of a name and possibly a profile picture and nothing else, because the last video upload on the channel was 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that one, but regardless, the Zombie Girlfriend series, ended quite some time ago, and much like the creature itself, we are unearthing it from the dead and bringing it back for your viewing pleasure. So I guess that's all there is to say about that one for right now. So without further ado, on with. Oh, hold on. Doesn't want guests to already have them, it's fine. Actually, well, hold on. Is one of you asking to become a guest? Because I can't really, Oh, you heard KW wanted to join. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, that's right. I've got to open up Discord. Oh, no, never mind. If I've opened from last time, because I'm using Opera now. So many things I need to, that I'm just, re-innovating all at once. But okay, here we go. Let's invite some guests then, shall we? Taking a while to load. Okay, here we go. All right. I mentioned this last time, by the way, but this is also the same service that TreePop uses. So there you go. The camera zooms out when sharing screens, but not when it's a singular person on screen. You know what? I'm going to test that. Let's remove from studio. And the angles are the same. It's just that it seems like the camera just wants to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the zoom is identical, as I believe anyway. Okay, loading that up again. Is it going to? Yep, yep, it is. It is. There we go. There we go. Oh, the chat today's just improved. You just type that. Oh well, even better. Okay, all right. And now for the final test. Let's see. I don't have to go to a separate tab to bring her in this time. Let's bring in KW.
Oh, hello. I realized this is not the other thing, so I was like, wait, what is this? But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, that's why it looks so different, is because it is just a full different device that I have yet to remove the watermark for. I spy a green screen shadow under Jules' feet. Oh, I spy like a green screen like outline like all across the body, I guess. So there you go, a gacha tuber from back in the day that used green screening. Nice to know. But yeah, the thing that's more weird for me to get used to is being on the left side of the video rather than the right side this time. But yeah, I said it before, I actually prefer it this way because most reactors will be on like this side, and KW is gone. I don't know what happened there. Quincy Green might be the low quality though. Potentially. What quality does it say the stream is in currently? Yeah, don't know why I just dropped a mess. Oh, okay, so hold on. Oh, my camera resolution. Apparently, I can reset that. Oh, that must be why. Okay, now I get it. So I get, because my camera was set to 480p rather than 720, so at 720 I look like this, and at 480 I look like. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. And KW's back.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to leave a Discord.
Oh, I see.
I was just saying bye to everyone.
Oh yeah,
stuff
can
like
you bring
that.
that camera as well?
But no, that's gonna be weird. No.
Well, this is what I normally look like, supposedly, because my lights would be on this side, usually. I can keep it like this, but there you go. What's the thing that says touch up my appearance? What's that gonna do?
Uh-oh.
It's gonna put the Instagram perfect face filter on me or something. They're gonna come AI. Oh, okay. All right. This does kind of look different, actually. Right, let's try this. Let's go back. And forward. Okay, all right. I think there's like maybe like a bit less of a 5 o'clock shadow or something. I don't know. This is quite something. I've never had this experience. So, all right, okay, there you go. I guess it's touched up appearance. And I see a difference. What it was make your FPS go down. Okay, fine. I'll put it back to what it was normally then. Okay. Where was I? There we go. All right, that's that works. Okay, video time. Let's go.
Why?
Yeah, believe it or not, I already turned it down. I already turned down the volume to like half of it. I think that's just like that particular intro, because I think it's also not it's not like imported in. It's recorded over the track. I think that's why it starts in the middle, because like the intro was playing and then I guess Jules just recorded over it rather than like importing the sound from somewhere else. Because I think this is the plan of KindMaster, where there's like existing soundtracks and no extra layers, and that's why we got no sound effects last episode. I think is the idea.
Oh my god!
Since
sound bombs
flashbacks. I mean, kind of, but also, but also like this is just how like the old gacha intros were all like that. But okay, let's The rest of the video will be hopefully a bit more normal, I suppose, apart from the fact that it features zombies. Anyway, hello again. As I said, I am giving credit to the people's ideas that I used in the second episode. Okay, sure. That feels like you got called out for stealing ideas and you're only now trying to fix them, but sure. But not the whole thing is the fans. I did come up with some of the things.
What?
I think so. Like all the the story beats and the I guess the general premise might have been fan submitted, but some of the stuff in the story, like how it kind of ties together, was Jules. I think that was what was meant by that. Anyway,
Baker Race, great. This is off to a great start, right? Like,
yeah, it does kind of seem like, like I said before, she got called out for this. Anyway, but the fans' ideas that I used for my part 2 of my zombie girlfriend. Oh, okay, wait. So my zombie girlfriend episode 1 was original, but then the fans had ideas for episode 2. I kind of like that actually. 'Cause it kind of harkens back to like early Pops days actually, because I think both Johnny and Eli used to take like submissions from the comments again for better or worse. Because
the
sometimes
memory
people got a bit
episode.
too. Well, yeah, sometimes people got a bit too controlling with the ideas that they wanted to include, and they didn't accept that it was going to be part of somebody else's vision, so it would have to be morphed. In the case of Johnny, in the case of Eli, I think there was a little bit more of a case of like, okay, well, this person wants to just be in the episode. I've got to ask, I don't remember, did Eli let people write scripts, like full scripts for an episode? Because that might have happened. Not really sure.
I think mostly, I think.
I don't remember.
Bond is so big when their chat pops up.
Good old chat box. Shout out to Puppy Love.
Puppy Love.
Okay, so Cookie Sweetie plays. So going through the past video, it's obviously going to confess to him or something, which, yes, I also went through the past video, and yes, it was obvious. The cliffhanger was a case of like, well, like, I helped him with the zombies, and he defended me against the humans. We became best friends. Until...
Nobody, I'm just saying it's bigger! That doesn't mean I'm body shaming, I'm just saying it's bigger because he used to be tiny! Now I can read things clearly, Like, it's not bad then!
Can I read it out? Yeah, so apart from the part about confessing, the next part is so here. He accepted it. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah. He accepted it, and it happened one day while they're walking. One zombie bits Luke, and he lost his mind. And the girl helps him to remind what happened, but Ash got jealous about it, so he keeps trying to fit with the girl, but she's focusing with Luke, and Luke remembers everything, and they found a lobby where a scientist made the zombie there were Anne. What?
What Bond says there is what I had.
One breath. That was all one breath. There was zero punctuation in this apart from one apostrophe just to make the accent of try in.
Okay, wow. I thought my grammar was that. I thought my grammar was bad, but not that bad. You still pointed in the wrong direction.
All right.
What direction did I point in? This way? I'm in a different room, Bond. I'm in a completely different room. So you me
I mean, I guess also because I haven't inverted my camera this time, so now I'm pointing the opposite way that I did before, because now there's a wall there. Yeah, exactly.
There.
Okay.
Quit touching me. Stop touching
all right.
Stop.
Quit poking yourself. Wait.
Delete.
I think you have to be on top of me for that one to work. Let me just fix that. There we go. All right.
Quit poking.
Okay.
Anyways.
Jacob's wall disability. Good grief. I already have a ladder named after it in a wall as well. Okay.
Jacob's wall.
Yes.
Like,
Anyway.
Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is from Skiamoot Mark. I think that's how you say that. Here's my idea. So they were friends and blah 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 until Luke confessed his feelings, which, for the record, that is what was implied in the last episode. They obviously started dating, but to add some drama, they met a guy who likes Maddie. He made it look like Luke cheated. I'm going to stop right there because there is a guy called Alex, who is a fellow zombie, who was always traveling with Maddie beforehand, who was already kind of the subject of like some, what was like the instigator of some jealousy when it came from Luke. So that's already a thing that's happened. So they need to like invent a new guy randomly just for the sake of this. This isn't Twilight. So Maddie would get with him, but she didn't like him. She tried to escape, but he would catch her every time. There's like, okay, we went from like present tense to past tense to conditional tense in like one sentence. How do you do that?
Remember how you had to read my GX description and how I messed that up completely? But what's worse, I did it on my phone and I just like read it. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then when you read it, I was like, oh, maybe I should read it on the computer.
This is where like getting someone else to like help out is like a good idea, unless they want to spare your feelings, obviously. But you know, that's you get over that hurdle. For context for the chat, that's because KW said that her first editor did not want to hurt her feelings with spelling and grammar errors being pointed out.
It was literally my uncle. Okay, so just long story short, I wrote Misfits on Discord. Then I put it on somewhere else. Tried to edit it. Then got my uncle to check it. And he's like, okay, just add more to the story or whatever, stuff like that. So I would do that and then check my own writing, publish it, and then I don't know, like a year later, I guess, he just straight up told, like, mom was like, have you read your own writing and everything? I'm like, no, why? And she's like, you may need to check your grammar. It's like, no, well, I already did, because I made a newest edition. And I go talk to my uncle. He's like, so why did you tell me I had bad grammar in my first book? And he's like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I'm like,
I bought the first book and I found that out the hard way.
I was like, you were my editor. You are a writer too. You wrote stuff. I asked you for help to fix my grammar. I always need help with grammar.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like even I've gone through that. Actually, there was quite a few grammar issues in Erasmus that I had just not accounted for. Also, because I didn't type it up myself, and actually, it ended up being my mum who said like, I'm going to type it up as is, so that then I would go through as like a bit of like an extra like added discipline in order to do, and it's like, well, I mean. I kind of get that from some extent, but also like, if you see something.
Also,
anyway.
Hi, Fox.
Yes, yes, hello. It's similar to Twilight if you really think about it. It has some similarities. There is another place that I think some ideas were taken from for this story, but I will talk about those when the character in question appears on screen. Where did we get up to? Okay, at one point, Maddie found an antidote hidden somewhere. That is some space where. I don't know, just think of a place. Just think of a place to find like, oh wow, an antidote to the zombie apocalypse that has engulfed the world, or at least Paris, which is where we were when this whole thing happened. Like... It was just behind a bush, I suppose. Thank the scientist who decided to put this here. Whoever they are. Like... I don't know. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I decided to use it right before she left. Once she left, she went straight to Luke and they got back together.
God. No, I I'll be right back. I need to.
All right.
Hold
If there are
on,
any
I'll
more
be
of
right
these.
back. I hold on. I just need.
Okay. And so Jules back then said, and keep in mind that I'm using some of your ideas for the part 3. So if you didn't get picked for this one, you still might have a chance. Oh, so those weren't just like suggestions that were thrown out that you're gonna like, okay, so those were just like the winning selections, so they will be implemented in some way. I guess we are going to expect a brand new man to appear. Congratulations, Alex, your character is now obsolete, I suppose. Anyway, but other than that, I've learned some things about zombies, all the versions of zombies that I want to use. If you didn't look up, you didn't know about zombies beforehand, what? From a webtoon, my new favorite TV series, and of course the comments. Okay, so we're not going to hear what the webtoon is, nor what the TV series is, and I guess well the comments are the comments. So that makes sense. Number 1, when a zombie, turns, it forgets all its past memories and doesn't even know who it is. Which already does not work because in episode 1, we had Maddie narrating her experience being turned into a zombie and what she was doing when it happened. So that already does not work because your narrator has received that information. So I guess unless the antidote that's found in a bush somewhere in the middle of like the Champs-Elysees, I suppose, we're in Paris, then you then I might have restored that, then there's no reason she would know. But okay. Probably Monster High. Yeah, possibly. So it's a ghost and plot holes. Well, I mean, I can see why like a zombie would lose its memories because it's literally just like a corpse that is operating on instinct. They kind of share a lot of similarities to like, like pathogens, I suppose, which is on a gigantic scale. But yeah, like in I guess that does happen to some ghosts too. Depends on the ghost actually, because in one of my books actually, that there is like it's expected like entire society will turn into ghosts upon passing, and they do retain their memories, and they have a couple of choices of what to do with themselves in their ghosthood. But anyway, my ghosts have the amnesia traits. Okay, yeah, well, welcome back.
I know we haven't started, but I am back.
Yeah, we're going through, I guess, first of all, that Jules has learned more about zombies, so now they don't retain their memories from their from before they were turned, despite the fact that Maddie narrated her past before she was turned. So yeah, many people also saying that Maddie would have killed Luke as soon as he walked up, which I will say, shout out to the 2019 Gacha comments because they're not usually this critical. So like most of the comments I see from Gacha videos are mostly like, "Oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever! Keep going, this is perfect!" Like that kind of stuff, which does make me suspect sometimes that a few Gacha tubers filter out the negative comments. But yeah, like doesn't paint a good picture. But hey, at least there's some that are being addressed here. For real, yeah. Yep, exactly. But Maddie is not full zombie.
What?
When a zombie does not eat a brain in a long period of time, they have human characteristics. So what you're telling me is that if the humans, instead of actually, hold on, that kind of somewhat makes sense, because the humans that are left in the last episode, well, they were either hunting zombies down without knowing the difference, or everyone was in hiding, right? I mean, I guess some of them were in like their like regular houses, but they were called hideouts. So they're probably like fortified or secure or something, I assume.
They're vegetarian zombies. Is that small?
I suppose, and like the newest-born zombies, like the newborns in Twilight, potentially. But yeah, like what I mean is that if all the humans are in hiding, and then the zombies are going around, still trying to consume brains, if they can't find any, it makes sense that they're trying to turn back now, which actually means that the surprise that Luke and Dragon Lady had, that the zombies were like speaking, having full conversations, and Maddie was, being funny and relatable. Yeah, that might be the first time they've seen that, because the first time that zombies were returning to their former selves. So it's almost like a different stage of the apocalypse where it's sort of starting to sort itself out in some way. And only when the brain cravings get super bad, like in the zombie outburst that I described in the last episode, do they actually do the zombie does the zombie state that we would recognize sort of come out. I wouldn't call her not a full zombie as a result of that, but other than that phrasing, that I'm actually kind of on board with this explanation. Anyway,
what is again?
Twilight. I know the story of Twilight. I have not watched or read it.
I did. Okay. Like I said, I never even really knew much about Twilight. I just thought it was about vampires versus werewolves, and there is a girl who was caught in the middle, which is, that's pretty much
that
just
is kind of that is technically true.
Yes, but then when you go watch it and read it and getting more details, you're like, oh, this is more weirder than I thought. Oh, okay, so this happened. Oh, what am I reading? Oh, God!
Oh, my goodness.
You find a picture screen, it's like, great, it's a fanfic. You're just like, oh. Bleh.
It sometimes makes me think that if Miraculous had come out like 10 years earlier, no one would complain about the stalking aspects. Because Edward got away with it for a good while. Anyway.
I wonder, what? I bet the people who are fans of Miraculous are fans of Twilight, and that's why they don't care about the stalkery.
See, at least Max has more to offer that's not just that. Anyways.
You printed on my daughter?
Yeah, that was the last straw for a lot of people, the imprinting thing, for sure, yeah. Edward is a piece of man candy. What, and Jacob isn't? How dare you?
I prefer Jacob, hands down. I'm sorry. If you must be Team or Team Jacob, hands down Team Jacob. He treated her better.
For a period. I do recall that he got character assassinated by the end of it.
Fair enough, but still, like Edward. Well, for example, hey Edward, I have to break up with you because it's too dangerous for you to be with me and stuff like that. I'm running away from my life and not able to help you, and you would be so codependent.
Compared to Jacob, I will throw myself off a cliff if you decide to marry him. Again, it depends on where we are on the timeline, because Jacob at one point was like genuinely a nice person, then suddenly was like, and then Stephanie was like, oh wait, no, but I wanted to end up with Edward. Oh no, I have made a mistake. I better fix everything. And then Edward suddenly becomes. Again, I've watched like Dominic Noble's reviews, so I'm vaguely aware of like how the characters progress and such.
I mean, the whole Jacob wanting to jump off the cliff stuff. Yeah, I'm like, really, dude, like. You seriously are this mad about a girl deciding to choose someone else over you? Like, grow up. You have other girls out there who will love you and stuff like that, including me. I mean, come on. I'll spell it. Like, that is such a red flag. You know what? I will say it. If Bella hasn't got into town or anything like that, we wouldn't have this mess, all right? I will protect Jacob. I will die to protect Jacob. You know what, Baylor? Screw off.
Oh my goodness. Stand up for yourself. Yeah, I'm Team Bella's better off single.
Embarrassing. I'm saying, you know what? Yeah, and she had decided to hang out with a vampire and started being so in love being a vampire because apparently she felt better being a vampire. None of the mess that she was in would have happened. Like,
Yeah, she was fine. She was fine with turning into a vampire, but she was not fine with marrying somebody because that was too much of a commitment. Apparently, immortality. No, that's a walk in the park.
right? I'm so glad that everyone's like, get married first, and then we can talk about being immortal. Like, yeah, you need to make a commitment if you're gonna be immortal. Like, girlfriend.
This is why you don't let 17-year-olds make life decisions. Anyway, so back to the zombies, which were not in Twilight, but let's see.
Jacob Kito, Rosectrix, mine.
Just again, the acknowledgement that he was better off as Cedric. Anyway, okay, that's literally all that about zombie. So let's get on to the video. Hold up. Luna, where are my wings? I don't know who Luna is. I guess that was like Channel War. The end of the last episode. It's like a bit of like a montage of where they're now. That's the zombie outburst thing. I thought that would have been quick. Yeah, very quick. We were best friends until he turned into a duck. Okay, now we continue.
Oh my lord, Mew. This is copyrighted. Well, too late!
Yeah, that was like, I think it was like filtered enough, and like different instrumentation. So I think we're fine. But if not, then I can YouTube as a feature now. I can remove the actual music from something. So yeah, we'll see. And trust me, as an OG Gacha tuber, I have heard what Dark Side sounds like many times.
I only heard it a few times on like Instagram, and it just got so annoying. It's like, really, you're choosing this song like why do I have to hear this song 24/7? It was like original.
It was like every other Gacha music video from 2018-19. I've got a question. Does Maddie smell? Terrible. Anyway, like being a rotting corpse, she must stink. Maybe that's and I guess being part werewolf fox creature potentially. Luke might have a more sensitive nose, but I guess that doesn't matter.
That's why technically Pierce is undead. No, like I know undead can also equal be zombie, but undead is different to zombies in my Cryptolands lore.
Oh, okay, interesting. Anyways, so the nose has no say where the heart is concerned. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. Okay, will you be my girlfriend? Oh yeah, that's right. For the last episode, even though it was called My Zombie Girlfriend, they didn't actually start dating in the last episode. So yeah, not to mention that.
You really do think Breaking Dawn Part 2. Prove me wrong. Biden is fully going into Twilight Zone.
They have no noses anyway.
Well, this has got your life, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they can't have noses. Just saying.
That's true. It's fine. I'm sorry. It's fine. I don't know my own strength with no muscles. Kiss his cheek. The cheek falls off. Ah, there she is. Hey, Luke. Yeah. Hey, Luke. I need to talk to you.
Oh, God.
Hey, Matty, let's go over here. So that character was, really anti-zombie last time and seemed to be kind of like leading the movement against them. And so, therefore, at one point kidnapped Maddie to shoot her in the face herself, rather than just, having the person who kidnapped her shoot her to begin with, and that would have solved everything. But, I guess Maddie didn't try to go after her brain because there was no brain there to begin with. That's fair.
Why that voice?
Anyway, what are we doing here? Oh, okay, Vinder's taking her away. He's taking her straight to them. Sure. Anyway, hey, look. Nope. Wow. Okay, so we just immediately
Wow.
they have been dating for like 10 seconds of video
Wow.
footage time, and we're already doing the like infidelity miscommunication cliche. At least give them
Wow.
like a scene to be happy first if you're gonna be this obvious.
This is what happens if you rush your stories. This is what happens if you made them too fast.
You gotta slow down, down. Anyway, wait, Maddie! That's right, I couldn't shoot her, so I will destroy her relationship instead. Normally, those are the other way round in terms of antagonist characters, but
It's
sure.
giving the mutant freaks. I know you know you know.
Yes, but even in the music freaks, they weren't actually like. I think they'd at least been like dating for an episode before that happened, right? Half an episode minimum. For a second there, I thought. Okay, I've muted KW's mic because that's where that was coming from. I have no idea what that sound was. There is. Okay, she unmuted herself, but it seems to still be the case. What is? Okay, it's not just me. Okay, right. I was about to be like, oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. KW, just unplug your mic and put it back in or something, or change devices. Whatever you need to do. Well, I guess that's one thing I've never had on Restream before. That sound. I don't know what that was. It's still going. It remains. It persists. The zombie mic has taken us over now. Oh no. Oh Lord.
Hello?
Hello. It's fixed now. I don't know what happened. I don't know, but at least I tested the feature of muting your microphone and that you can unmute yourself. That's good to know.
I just picked the same mic again, but I guess it has a. What?
I got nothing. I don't know.
Okay, do I sound okay, chat? Like, you're not hearing anything?
I thought that was like Maddie calling from the other side or something. Was like that was like the Luke sound that was like put in as a sound effect, but no. Okay. This I recognize that green tail. I think this is the girl that had like the face mask on that was with Luke in the sewers last episode that we didn't really see much of after that.
Right.
I think anyway.
Okay.
Also, all right, we seem to be good. Yeah. Also, it seems like we're in the age of the hybrids just being referred to like the regular humans because there is not a single person who's not have wolf ears or cat ears or something, or like an extra announcement on this.
4 ears. They have 4 ears.
Oh yeah, no, they all have 4 ears. Yeah, absolutely. Some of them pierced for that matter, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, totally did not retcon anything about that in Mitzvahs. No, why would I do that? Totally did not. No, I didn't mention anything about that. I made a stupid mistake.
I mean, the fact that was like even that fact that was in the like the text, like when it's a visual thing, like oh wait a minute, huh? But then.
Full accusing. I was terrible at character designs, so like I just went with the character design, and I didn't realize it was a big deal.
It's one of those things that like no one pointed out in the early days of Gacha, so everyone did for a while, and then people like me started coming on and saying like, "Oh, 4 years, the time to bring that one up again."
Is
Also,
that
eye patch
really
is not
bad?
a fashion thing.
Is that really a bad thing? 4 years?
Well, I guess in the case of this universe, technically no, but like, in a lot of the other ones, because of the way that like you think about characters with like like animal ears or something, it's not usually like an extra pair of ears. It's usually like they replace their current ones because that's like one of the traits they have they inherited from like animals that was passed down. That's why that always stands out to me.
Okay.
As far as the eye patches go, that's just me being petty.
Damn, wow.
Guys, I didn't clarify that I haven't cheated on her yet, but like, okay. Anyway, oh no, those are the people that tried to kill me. Namely, the people that I knew were already his friends because they were in the same house together that I was raiding food from, so I shouldn't be surprised by this. So yeah, I'ma just go. I didn't even notice.
Wow.
This is the same group of people that were paranoid about every zombie they came across. But now they just seem to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess this is fine. I guess they know who Maddie is now, maybe. Maddie, are you okay? By the way, this is Maddie's house. She's a zombie that's being hunted down, but she has like a fully furnished house. Just wanted to remind people of that. It's oh, thanks, Ash, but I should go. Guess what I found? The zombie antidote. Okay, so apparently she's working with the zombies now. Despite the last time we saw her, she was knocked out on the ground after Alex, who is the zombie right here, and Luke both burst in to rescue Maddie from being shot by her. So why on earth are they in the same space at the moment? What? How'd you... No questions. So, I want to be a human. But what about Maddie? Sorry, but Maddie's not getting the cure anytime soon. I guess she does have a vendetta against Maddie, but like she could at least lie to him and say that, so like, oh yeah, fine, I'll give it to her in a second. There's like more of this in the syringe. I don't know. Also, I guess we don't see like in a random bush or something. It's just like, oh no, I found the antidote. It's in a syringe that probably has not been properly sterilized since it was last used. Then again, you're a zombie, so your disease written anyway, so who cares? I still can't get over the fact that Luke cheated on me, but yet I followed him to meet up with his friends. Which, by the way, weren't they like in like a nighttime background, and then the friends called them over? It was like in the middle of the day. What happened there? That being said, this background, I rarely ever got to see in Gacha life.
It's a cool background.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's like, oh, yes, it's cool, but I physically cannot find a place to use this because, I mean, why would any of them using go kart be in the mountains at night?
I mean, unless they go on a camping trip.
This is true, and yeah, I guess well, season 2 they did go on a camping trip, but yeah, that one, that one I only picked out a background that already had tents on it, and then Gacha Club removed those tents, so they just changed shape. Anyway. Maddie, but he did so, and I'm not going to turn around to acknowledge the fact that he's here. Wait, Maddie, please don't go! It's like, don't yell at her, she's right there. Random question, but do you think zombies can blush, normally?
If you talk about, like, actual lore of zombies, like, oh, brains, no.
Yeah.
Disney zombies...
Yes. I also like the fact that she has like gashes on the side, on both cheeks, which might be from previous combat, or that might be just a sign of like her flesh falling off because zombie or something. Yeah. But it kind of makes me think that I know this is like an impossible to do with the editing at the time, but imagine if there was a way where like whenever Maddie blushed, like because like blushing is like when blood like rises to like the front of your face. Imagine if the blood just like gushed out from the side for a little bit. It's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, or something. Anyway, get off of me and maybe I'll hear what you have to say. So, yeah, sorry. But Maddie, I know that you think I cheated on you, but I didn't, I swear. Just say that, she came onto you, she kissed you, and you weren't prepared to react for that. That's all you have to say. There we go. Thank you. I was going to make this point before. That character's name is Liv. And this character's name is Maddie. So when we're talking about places where inspiration might have been taken from, I think that one is one that's worth pointing out. Better in stereo. Okay. Yeah, Liv told me she wanted to talk. And when she did, she just kissed you. Okay, I think I believe you. Thank you so much, Maddie. Also, it would have been messed up to cheat on Maddie with the person that, again, almost shot her in the face and that he rescued her from. That also would not make a lot of sense. I love you. I love you too. I need to tell Ash this. Wait, okay, so Ash, of course, is this zombie here, but like, although his name was Alex, I keep forgetting it's Ash. So also ruined reveal, by the way, because of lack of camera angles. So this is just, this is just what Ash looks like now. That's reveal over, I suppose. Is he even awake yet? He's on the bed, unconscious with his eyes closed. You tell me.
Right.
How long has it been? 20 hours? Dang, he sleeps longer than the creator does. Oh, I was about to say a nice little bit of a self-dig, and then, of course, the creator shows up. This is also another thing that happened a lot back in the day with Gacha, where some of the characters would break the fourth wall, and the creator would either tell them to like go back to the script, or they would, or I guess coming to literally smack some sense into them. Kind of one of those things where it's like it's kind of like, again, just having they kind of just be like actors or something, if you think about it. But yeah. So yeah. There you go. See, that's what I meant. That's not in the script. Yeah. No talking. Now go play your bad guy part. Duh. Wait. Luna, were you recording this? Oh, okay. Oh, so that's Luna. So that's so the character who was with Luke at the start of the first episode in the sewers was also, I guess, a self-insert from one of the creator's friends or relatives, or I don't know. Luna! Pretend that never happened. Okay. That's why the music cut out. By the way, I haven't had music in a while for this video.
Right?
Ash, wake up! Ash! What? Finally! We need a plan B. What? Okay, is this just all that he's going to talk about? Like, not the fact he sees himself with, like, regular human flesh for the first time? That's not on his list of priorities. He's just... He's just like, okay, I'm human again, I suppose. Now, how to break up two people that I have no beef with currently.
Oh, Josh said that the description said that they didn't put music in the video.
Great. So the only musical track we had in this entire episode was Dark Side.
Oh.
Well, okay, I guess it's up to me then. Let's see. What have we got for music tracks for this? How about Feeding the Ducks? I wonder what that one's like. Okay. Yeah. Feeding the ducks. Ducks be feeding. They're getting some food. Food that they're now eating. Feeding the ducks. Feed the ducks. Feed
Ew,
the ducks.
God.
Feed the ducks.
Why? Why? You don't really want to know my thought process when you hear that, like, why?
Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. Feed them. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. Feed them. Okay, moving on.
Why?
Maddie and Luke got together again.
Why do you even care?
Yeah, why does Ash care? Because, I mean, he kind of teased Luke for seeming to be a bit jealous of Maddie before, but I don't think Ash and Maddie were ever dating. It's just that they were part of the same group of 4 surviving zombies, 2 of which I think are implied to be dead in the last episode. So if anything, they're just like the last survivors. So I don't really know why he would. There's no romantic hints whatsoever apart from like the teasing, which could have just been a case of like, well, I'm teasing you for having a crush, like as a, as per the bro code, not necessarily, a Twilight thing where it's like, I think I better be the one to warm her. We both know I'm hotter than you. It's not that. I forgot about that, wall background. Anyway, wait, what's this? So this is why.
Wow.
So this is why we said that zombies lose their memories. Oh,
Wow.
Did we just?
oh, this is so bad. Okay. You know what? Pause the music for a second. We'll feed the ducks again in a moment. We need to talk about this. Okay. So now we have indeed retcons the fact that Maddie does not remember this stuff. She remembers her own name, incidentally, because she never recorded herself as anything else other than Maddie. She's less zombie than before, which means they're getting a human characteristics back, which might include memories, depending if we're playing by Fallen Angels rules, I suppose. But also, I guess now, that's so only from Maddie's perspective, I have questions, but from Liv's perspective, which, by the way, Liv and Maddie are sisters. Can I just remind people of that comparison? But from Liv's perspective,
No, I'm just saying. That's all I'm really saying. So you can say whatever.
Oh, it's like the time that we found out that there's a couple that was the supporting roles in the Gacha video that were just called Rick and Morty.
Oh God. That's no.
They weren't modeled off of them or anything, but still. Okay, so from Liv's perspective, that it makes even less sense because even if Maddie's forgotten Liv should not have forgotten Maddie, right? Because she always stayed human. So unless Liv had a serious vendetta against her own sister, and this is therefore Maddie's journal, I don't know why she wanted to again kidnap her and shoot her in the face. Or for that matter, she didn't bother to explain any of this to her, even if there was a possibility that Luke was falling for her. What? And also, how did she meet Luke exactly? If not because Luke and Maddie met under in the sewer. So
Yes, they did.
they must not have known each other beforehand, but Liv might have done, or maybe they met during the apocalypse and it's just a coincidence. If so, where did this book come from for the first of all? And finally, to wrap up all of this, like, what are the chances that you open up a book and just immediately on the page that you want to be looking for, it says Best Sister Forever? Like, who opened this book? Why did they pause on this particular page? And was there like nothing else that could have implied that they were sisters? Like a photo that doesn't say Best Sister Forever, like an album collection potentially. If you're gonna add a custom image like this, you might as well, you might as well go the whole but market. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean.
So I have a new headcanon for this now.
Mm-hmm.
This is Liv and Maddie, the Disney show, but zombie apocalypse with like animals.
We're better as humanoids. Okay.
That's just my new headcanon now.
Yeah. Is that me? But it. I don't know what that. Oh, okay, there we go. It was a dog. Hey, it's okay. It's like, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. This could unearth the secrets of my past. So many possibilities. What's this mean for my arch nemesis? Ooh, doggy! I mean, also, what is this thing doing in here? Bear in mind that zombies might have exposed bones. It's probably not safe to be around a dog right now.
Right.
The next thing you know is like, oh, okay, one of my fingers fell off. No, drop it. So many things can go wrong there. Okay, anyway, time to put the music back on again. I won't hurt you. Yeah, you can come home with me. So she wasn't even in her own house. So it's just in like a random house and found that journal. But what? Guys, guess what? I found a puppy, and also secrets of my past and this whole journal, which might include actually who I am, identity, and also to do with like Liv herself. And it's a puppy, everyone. Also, how'd you turn human? That's so cool, and yeah, I'm leaving. Why? Because now that I'm a human, I have Liv, and I don't need y'all anymore. Okay.
Is he trying to be a bad boy? Oh god.
I think so. I guess maybe he only hung out with Maddie like out of like instinct and survival. I guess because like safety in numbers, because you're part of like a group of 4 zombies. Maybe this is like his original human personality, and this establishes what he was like under extreme circumstances. Now that's been lifted, he's going back to his former self, I guess. That could technically happen. To give this the benefit of the doubt, that could technically be the case. We need some more intense music. Go acoustic cinematic. This is intense, but okay, whatever. So bye. Hey, it's fine. So, what'd you find? I'm sorry that you're like one only friend that survived the apocalypse with you within the same species as yourself, and one of the same species is gone from your life forever now. But hey, what'd you find? Tell me. Good. This
Just press play.
This feels like an old Aidan script, but worse, even worse. Anyway, look, it was hiding behind me this whole time. Eating my spinal column. Oh, and I also found this. Yeah. He seems so happy about that. It's like, hey! Why was he so content?
What?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess, yeah, blue bears are a thing. All right. Okay, that was a bit of a nice transition. I guess, because my understanding is that when you get knocked out and you come to conscious, you just think like, oh wow, how did I get here? Like it was like an instantaneous thing. you know, one of my friends got knocked out one time, and actually that's what happened to her. She like came to in the hospital. It's like, whoa, what's that? I was in the school a second ago. But so yeah, like that being shown cinematically, I kind of like. We're better with like a camera angle, but again, we're not in that era. Where am I? Well, I'm here to do research on zombies. This is the second time I've been kidnapped. Really? And I want to ask you some questions. Since you are one of the few zombies that can talk, which I guess means that most other zombies are still in fact finding humans to consume the brains of, because they don't have the same human characteristics. I guess that's why she's not full zombie or whatever. Okay, hit me. Not really, that hurt last time. I was about to make the same joke, in all fairness. One of my, like, the only part of Maddie's personality that I really like in this video is, like, in this series is her humor. It's not so prevalent in this episode, but, like, in the past it has been.
Right.
Like, she actually has a personality, you know, for a change compared to, like, the other characters. And it seems like, it seems like Jules herself, like, back in the day, had a good sense of humor to boot, so... Considering that she came in and like had to scold her own creation for dissing her. Anyway. Sorry, I thought zombies don't feel pain. Well, I'm not full zombie, which I'm aware of for some reason. I thought that was just like for us, the audience, not that she would know the difference, because in episode 1, she said, but I'm a zombie multiple times. Or, you know, being a zombie is hard. So... Interesting. So how'd you first become a zombie? Well, I don't remember, but if you want to check out episode 1, I narrated it for everyone. To be honest, I don't remember anything since before I was a zombie. Apart from how to walk and talk, I presume, and my name. So, I never got your name. Call me whatever you want, but I'm the person that made the zombie virus.
What?
So, the person trying to study zombies is the one that made the zombies. Why not just make more zombies? Like, okay. And now I'm trying to end it. So if you'll help me, you'll be human again in no time. Oh, okay, so I guess maybe you also made the antidote. Unfortunately, I dropped it in the middle of a bush at the Champs-Élysées, and I haven't seen it since. Okay. Guess what, Luke? I have a friend who's working on the cure, and kidnapped me to tell me about it. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Let alone the fact that we already know somebody who's been cured. Raise any bells for anyone? Cool. Oh, I guess that was like finally a little bit of a reminder that we're in Paris. And now we have Liv once again, I guess, doing her best Helen Moore's impression and dual-wielding pistols and being like, oh, okay, alright. Bye, Maddie, the, you know, sister of mine, my own flesh and blood that I despise for some reason. Oh, so he jumped in front for people are wondering what happened there, because like there's no chance to there's no like sound effects, so so yeah, she fired and then it's like, oh wait a minute, I immediately regret this because he jumped in front of her, just even though he was already behind her. So wouldn't he have already been in the line of shot? You know what this means. Cliffhanger! Haha. All right, well, another 8 months' time, we'll get back to this one. See you next time. Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Wow.
Okay. So, much like the contents of a human brain for a zombie, there's a lot to digest here. Okay. So,
Right. um.
I said in the last episode that, or the last review, that quite often you'll have a series that, starts off okay, it trails off towards the middle, then improves towards the finale. And it just so happens that episode 3 of Bonsai Bakery was the absolute worst. Episode 4 was recovering for a bit, so the finale might be amazing. And that's what I was going for. This series has 3 parts, which means that we're in a 3-part rules, and therefore the second one is going to absolutely be the absolute worst. But even by that standard, oh boy, there was a lot that happened in this one, and for almost no justification. Like a lot of these scenes, if in like a longer project, maybe if there was a little bit of like breathing space in between them, or I got like some sense of like setting these things up, then you would think like, oh well, yeah, this will be let's then maybe this somewhat makes sense. But it's like reveal after reveal with everyone just kind of like, okay, well I'm forced to accept this now because that's just it. It feels like so many, like with Bonsai Bakery, actually, there were so many parts that most were being like hit in quick succession without the setup for them. It just feels like Jules wanted to get to those particular points, but hadn't really factored in how to get to those points. So it's just like, oh yes, they're going to date now. Immediate infinity plots, like with no waiting time. Also, Liv is back because I guess she got over being knocked out after trying to shoot a zombie in the face and failing to do so, and seeing the same zombie again and making her jealous, who was also her sister. So that was another thing as well. Maybe that's what we're supposed to. Maybe that's why they were called Liv and Maddie, because we're supposed to like hint at that. I don't know. Was that planned from the beginning? Hard to say, because the memory thing certainly wasn't. That was research for this video. So the research led to a retcon, and I think some characters also got redesigned, like briefly without much of a justification, but I could be wrong about that. The friends, they appeared for like a split second, and then they just like never show up again afterwards. They're just kind of there to delay the conversation that would solve the plots that had come out of nowhere. So the solution didn't come out of nowhere. It was like, there's sometimes you think of like, oh yeah, adding details like pad the runtime. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes the zombie lore intensifies. Sometimes it doesn't. Characters who seem like they should be antagonistic forces, but by the sheer power of nuance weren't in the past, now are. Namely, Ash, because again he was on the same side before. They worked together, and he just like mildly teased Luke beforehand. So I think the idea is sort of Ash wants to date Maddie or wanted to, and then therefore Liv wants to date Luke, but that was never implied. It's just kind of a case like, oh, I guess we just have to assume because, the boy and girl, can I make it any more obvious? Like, whatever. So, yeah, it's kind of like what people used to say to me in terms of my English essays, fittingly enough, that I had all the ideas, but didn't know how to commit them to paper in the way that would have, that they wanted. In this case, Jules had ideas, didn't know how to commit them to screen in the way that even she wanted. So, even worse. Hopefully episode 3 is better. We'll find out someday. Anything to add, KW?
This is definitely totally a Liv and Maddie ain't you. Also, I just everything that just happened, I just black out, honestly.
I would say still a better love story than Twilight, but no, for once I can't make that justification. Twilight is, well, as someone doesn't seen Twilight, I think it is better than this. Okay, well, yeah, well, I think we all need to black out for a bit, quite honestly. or at least replenish our stomachs, as I shall do in a moment's time. But hey,
All right.
now this led to at least one good thing, which was another successful test of StreamYard with guests this time and with video clips. And yeah, if I wanted to upgrade to a different plan, then I can actually add my own music in the future. So this very thing might not happen. So we'll see where that goes.
All right.
But for now, please either like or dislike because your opinion matters. As Greg done us already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.